One more sponsored this video to show me their value brand, $99. One more SonoFlows. SonoFlow. That's music to your ears, baby. If they have a sub tagline, that should be it, because that's great. You could also pronounce it son of a flow if you want, but don't do that. They're over-ear active noise canceling headphones with 70-hour battery life. So great for those flights where you have a long layover, but then miss your connection anyway and just live in an airport for a whole weekend. You're good to go with the SonoFlows. Lose my luggage, I don't care. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that. They even put this in a little bag, isn't that cute? It has a good slap to it. You can see they had travel in mind. It comes with a hard travel case, and I guess that must mean folding design. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I always want to know which side is left and right because I want to listen to the music the right way. But you know what? Your case wants to know too. So there's a little sleeve here for a 3.5mm audio jack. You can run this in wired or wireless mode. And the charging cable, USB A to C. The C side goes onto headphones. And that's it for the whole case. It is a rigid case, so some crush protection there. Nice to see, love to see it. Now to the headphones themselves, they fold out with a satisfying click. Ratcheted there. The ear cups move this way a bit. They rotate that way, whoop, which is nice if you want them to go onto your shoulders. I like a nice little hug. I'm into that kind of thing. I like that. I call it a check choker. Really soft. This is one of their talking points, soft ear cups, and I'll tell you, they're soft to the touch, that's for sure. And then this is how much padding you get and how compressive it is on the headband itself. Red on the inside with clear left and right markers. And then the adjustment, ratcheted, pretty graduated. And your melon can be this big. See that melon gap? I usually run like pretty close to the smallest. Tiny brain. The caliper pressure I would say is like not super high. They're on there like pretty well, but it's not like a lot of squeeze action happening, which is, I would say that's comfortable. 48mm drivers on the inside. And when I put these on, I noticed that I'm not having my ears touching the inside like on the driver. So it does happen to me sometimes. I got alfalfa ears apparently. But there's enough space for my ears in these. One of the selling points for these is how light they are at 250 grams. Let's see if that was a lie. 255, one more, or maybe our scale is off. Anyways, they feel, yeah, quite light in the hands. Not like stupid light, like these are made of newspapers and apple cores light, but definitely lighter than some other ANC headphones that I've lifted in the past. We got a plus and minus for volume on the right pad, and then of course the North Carolina button. Just joking, that stands for noise canceling. So it looks like you can toggle that easily right there. And that's pretty much it. You got a port on the bottom of the cups for the charging. You've got ports on the bottom for the USB-C charger, and of course another one for the audio jack. And then it looks like those little guys right there are probably microphones for the AI enhanced calls, which we'll try later. All right, let's get these things paired via Bluetooth. These will work for you whether you're an Android person or an iPhone person. On the iPhone, they do support the AAC codec that Apple Music uses in large part. And on the Android side, they actually support LDAC, which is unusual because that's a Sony proprietary codec, so that's cool. And then of course they also support the, what is it called, SBC, like the normal codec that everything, like by virtue of supporting Bluetooth, has to support. So not even worth saying that. All right, that pairing was pretty dang fast, and it actually does have multi-point connection, so you can switch easily from your phone to your laptop or whatever the case may be. I know how the bass is supposed to sound like on Starboy. Let's do it. You know what? They describe this as being high-res audio, and I get what they mean now. This opening kind of bass line, it does sound a little different than I'm used to. Some resolution I was missing on other sets, I guess. These are definitely gonna satisfy bass heads. In fact, there are 12 different EQs that come out of the box with this. So I guess let's check out the app. And the app here, there's a little tour, and there's actually more than meets the eye on the interface, because yeah, you can hit the volume up and down button for volume changes, but you can also press and hold them to skip tracks back and forth. That's awesome. And then you can use the power button for play and pause and to hang up phone calls. Voice control on cell phone, double tap. Siri. There she is. It's not turned on, but I could. Okay, so your ANC isn't just a toggle on and off, it also goes through transparency, so I should be able to cycle through these. Oh, and there's some little feedback. There's like a sound like you're dropping a tiny glass ball. It's like, but more like a ball. Like a Oh, cool, and then transparent mode actually has a different sound. That's good, because sometimes I get a little bit lost, to be honest. I'm hearing me. That's the best sound in the world. Oh, and then when you hit it off, there's yet another sound effect. Kind of sounds like you're dying in Mario. We'll just leave it on the Quiet Max ANC technology for now. Now let's look at the equalizer presets. There's like a dozen of them here because one more collaborates with Grammy Award winning artist Luca Bignardi. And he is the one responsible for tuning these things so they represent the artist's intent or represent what you want. in the case of bass booster, let's use that now. And I don't have to switch apps if I just hit play. Reducer definitely cuts it out. In this track, I don't get a lot of difference between default and booster, but I definitely hear the reduction. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's actually coming through on an even lower frequency. Now I'm listening to acoustic. That does not match this song at all. Cool. Soothing sounds, heck. Wow, it's basically white noise with some extra drippage. It sounded like it looped. Oh my God, why? Okay, apparently that submarine sound effect is only like 20 seconds long and then it kind of fades out and then kind of fades back in, which would not be good for sleeping to, in my opinion. But medium fire, I would say that is an inferno, actually. That thing is cooking. Anyways, enough of those. Drizzle, thunderstorm, breeze, spring water, a lot of water. Bamboo forest wind, I'm in. That actually might just be someone's air conditioning running, I don't know.
Hello? Hello? Oh, they were roommates. This is a voice recording. The AI enhanced sound of my voice. I don't know what that means. It's AI enhanced, so if someone just starts making noise during your call, maybe it'll make it sound better. So this is what the audio quality sounds like on the one more SonoFlow over your headphones. I hope you like it.
All right.
Hanging up now.
Playing it back.
No, you hang up first. Okay.
Yeah, I've definitely heard higher mic quality than that, but these are budget ANC headphones for $100 in a hard case. Sound quality from the drivers, I think, was more of a focus than the mic quality, but it does work. You can have calls. So, great. So overall, they appear to be a pretty complete package for the budget price that you're paying. You do get the case. They're very light. It's hard for me to know after just a few minutes and not an hour plus, but they don't suck to put on your head, which is cool. And I was actually kind of impressed by the sound quality. They are only $100 unless you call now in the next 20 minutes, just joking, but until October 18th, you can get 20 bucks off. We have that linked below in the description, so check them out. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and just rewatch it. Why not? There's so many funny moments you don't remember. You're gonna see it again and be like, oh yeah, that was awesome, remember that?